Hey guys! So we are live. It is currently Tuesday, which means it's Tutorial Tuesday. Woohoo! So in today's Tutorial Tuesday, we're going to be covering blueprints. I'm going to be doing a few builds that I want to add to my forest temple build, which you can just see here. I've been working on it a little bit this morning, so it looks a bit different from yesterday's stream, and I'm very pleased with it. I'm also going to show you how to publish it. It's quite simple. It should only take a minute to do, so I'll create some blueprints, put them in my build, and then we'll be published and good to go. So a quick shout out to everybody. I can see Ashwi in the chat. Hey Ashwi. Marcian. Hello Marcian. We've got Streja Planik. Hey, what's up? Shrathina. Hey Shrathina. And Lizzie. Hey. Welcome to stream everybody. So first of all, when it comes to blueprints, you're going to need to be in the City of First Light. So this is the area that you would appear. If I just get into my game, there we go. Ashley says, oh my gosh, she said hi to me, faints. Oh, hi Kadria, hey. It's okay, Ashley, I'm not that much of a celebrity, not yet. I'm no boomkin. Actually, you're kind of a celebrity. We know a lot about all of your builds. Anyway, so you've got to be in City of First Light, and the first place that you're wanting to go is the settlers over here. Let's go visit. Hold on. Meow, choo choo choo. Run, run, run. So you have to go into this building to the Settler Plaza. In the Settler Plaza, you can find Mermesh. He'll give you different varying quests which will help you level up your settling skill, and the reason this is important is that each time you level up every 2 levels of your settler rank, you unlock a blueprint. So over here we would have Haru, who is the blueprint trader. So you want to talk to him, and what you can do is you can take for free a blueprint draft. I've got enough blueprint drafts at the moment, but I'll take one anyway. Yes, I shall take that. Then you can go here. Now this might be telling me that I've already got my maximum amount of drafts, so I'm just going to give it a go. Let's see. Learn it like a recipe. There we go, excellent. So now I've opened a brand new blueprint draft. This shows me how many I'm allowed to have at any given time. The higher your settler rank, the more drafts you can produce, and the more builds that you can create and you can sort of earn money from later. So I've got my new draft. If I want my friends to be allowed on it as well to work with me, I can simply check that box and say they're allowed to edit. For this one, I'm going to work on it solo. And then we can just go, it says sort of visit this private island. That's to visit the blueprint and enter blueprint mode. So yes. Ashley says, and it maxes out at 10 at level 40. Yes. So you can have a maximum of 10 blueprints. Otherwise you'll be, I don't know, making too much money. Sorry, I still have my cold left over. One moment. I'm so sassy with all my snots and Anyway, so here we are. We are now currently in the blueprint draft, which is just a simple flat world. And in it, you are supplied with all the objects that you could need for crafting. So in here, they're all color organized. So I'll have all of blue stone, blue colored grass, blue sand, leaves, blocks, more or less all the materials I need to craft anything. And each one of these is filled to the brim. And it's all to the max amount. So you can be really, really creative here and do whatever you like. We've also got the crafting gears here. So I can do all sorts. I can use a saw bench, so I can start creating anything. It doesn't unlock all the recipes though, so you can only create objects of furniture if they are things that you already have the recipes for. Cola Waver says, I like this game very much because somewhere it needs tweaking. Like there's many big bugs with the guild system. Yes, we are in alpha. So if you find any bugs, just go ahead, put it in the forum. We'll jump in and we'll start trying to fix those. So thank you, Cola. That's exactly what we need. Ashley says, except for cotton and pelts. Yes, there are missing a few items in there. When you enter this world, you enter it with an emptied backpack or rucksack, apart from, sorry, coughing again, apart from your settler gear, which can be different pickaxes. I've got here these survey goggles, so I can use a grid view, long range pickaxe, so I can hit things from further away, regular pickaxe, and oh, is that, we've got a new follower, Siznaka. Thank you for following, you are awesome, thanks very much. Where was I? Yes, so you'll have, I'm just going to organize these, there we go. Got the long range pickaxe, demolition pickaxe. Now these are ones that you have to have created beforehand, they're not just gifted to you. I've also got on me my Flight Master harness, which is another settler item so that I can fly around. Block hurler gloves, so I can place blocks further away. I also have the block runner boots, which means I can place blocks under my feet and just run in a line, and it will just leave blocks behind me. Great for when you're trying to do larger builds. I'll just demonstrate the survey goggles. If I press G for grid, voila! It switches on the grid, and that is really useful when you're trying to count exactly how many blocks you need or you're trying to make something symmetrical. So you're allowed those items with you. Everything else gets emptied out. So these are ones you have to create for yourself. And yes, so there's that bit. We've also got over here is the blueprint projector. So in here you can set the name of your blueprint. It will tell you whether you can start sort of publishing the blueprint or not. So in here it will tell you the things that you need to correct. So for example, I don't have a name, I don't have a photo, so I can show off the print. I don't have any tags, and the blueprint is too small because it doesn't exist yet. So in here I can give it a name. I can start using P. If I just go here, P, and then I can take any photographs. That photograph will be used to show off the blueprint, should it be sold. So I can use photos, tags, it will just help people do some searches for it. So if I'm doing a mine, monument, room, they've got a lot of different tags that you can add here. Beautiful, complex, creative. And then here it will give you an idea of some guidelines, sizes, the cost. So yeah, you can also destroy and then you can submit your blueprint here. Delizzy calls it the panic pickaxe. Yes. Yeah. Apparently I make Delizzy panic every time I've got this pickaxe because it seems like I'm going to destroy something really soon. Endercool says, hey Ender, welcome. And Endercool says, I love this game. Thank you. We love you too. Right, so for this, I'm planning on adding to my mega build, which was a Weeping Mountain, sort of Asian themed temple towards the top of this Weeping Mountain. Anybody who's interested, I'll show you at the end. If you don't have enough time to stick around for that, then you can find it on YouTube. Just look up Weeping Mountain and SkySaga and it should pop up. So I'm planning on adding to it a Zen garden. So I've gotten a blueprint off of Marie Raccoon, which I loved and I thought it was really, really good. So I wanted to kind of expand on it a little bit and fill some of the gaps that I've got left over, but I was lacking some of the materials. So here I have the benefit of being able to just add to it as I please. So I can have all these materials, and then when I want to create my blueprint, I can actually, if I've got the knots for it, I can buy in any materials that I'm missing, and then create it right there. So that is my intention. I shall be buying in the blocks. So let's see, I've got that. I think I'll need some of the red grass, so my island is red. And then I'm probably going to start crafting some items to go around it. So I'm not going to make it too large, but you'll notice as I start placing blocks, this sort of white line appears. So this is where the blueprint projector would be placed, which is this. So once I place it on my island to finish creating it, oh, whoops, I have my block runner boots on. Okay, wait. See, I always forget that I've got the boots on, and then I just start running around and leaving a massive line behind me. There we go, that's fixed it. So this always tries to stretch to fit what you're building. So I'm just gonna, with my boots on, I'm just gonna run across for a little bit. I might just put on the grid so I can start counting. Let's see, if you are currently the center, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll go on 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can run across. Woo. So I'm gonna do this as the beginning of the layout of the land. I'm gonna have it slightly raised above everywhere else. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna run around, make myself a decent chunk of land, and then I'll start sculpting it into how I like. May even add some sort of plants around the side if I can. If I'm creative enough. I'm not the best builder. I may go through and do several blueprints since I've got enough for it. Shathina has a hot tip here. You could also look at the projector in the studio to see the dimensions rather than counting. So if you fancy doing it that way, you can do that as well. I tend to count just because I like to visualize it. But yes, that is a really good tactic. Good job. Let's see. So I'm going to do sort of, you know how if you've seen in Asian temples where, particularly in Japan, it will be sort of white sand and they will have put a rake through it to do slight waves. Now sadly I can't recreate those waves, but I'm going to create some sand, and they tend to be quite minimalist in squares, and in particular often is the case that it represents certain lands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and actually place stones within this to represent monuments and land. We'll see. I'm slightly making this up as I go along because, you know, that's the creative process. You build a bit and then you start figuring out what you like. So let's see. I'm just going to make some simple squares for now. So Rapture has asked, we found out that Guild Islands are going to be white, so there's only a possibility to keep our island. All of the published player islands are going to be kept. Sadly, that's not including Guild Islands at the moment because it's sort of part of testing. We need to make sure these things are working properly, so that means that they get wiped. But those published ones will be saved. So if you have anything that you're working on, feel free to go on ahead and do it, then publish it, and then you can continue working on it in the next testing stage. We've got ourselves a new follower. We have Val Mogolas. Thank you. You're awesome for following. Thanks very much. Woohoo. Now I'm hoping, because Boomkin had said that if we reached 100 subscribers while he was away on holiday for these past 2 weeks, that we could glitter his beard. So I think we're getting pretty close. Every follow helps. So if any of you've got any friends that you want to include and try and see an awesome glitter beard, sort of invite them over, get them to follow, and we're going to try and, yes, get sparkly up in here. That is the dream. So I'm just going to unequip this first before I start running sand everywhere. I don't want to make my build too big because I know I'm going to be a bit short of space on my island. But hopefully I'll decorate this and then put a version of it on the island so you guys can see. And then I may go on to the next blueprint. Let's take a look-see. That looks pretty decent. Okay, cool. So I've got myself some sort of sand areas. What I'd quite like to recreate now is stone. So how best to do that? Now, if I take a look here, and let's take a look at some of the recipes I've got unlocked and what might look like it represents stone. I think that would work quite well. Now, I know the chimney will have smoke coming out of it, so that that could represent a volcano of some sort. Let's see, what else would be a good stone? Oh, some of these pots. They would be quite good to create. Let me see. Anything else of interest? Maybe I'll want one of these hanging around. So many choices. What to choose? Yeah, I like this. So what I'm going to do so I can keep a track of how I want this item to turn out, I'm trying to find all of the ingredients for it. What I can do is I can set it as a personal quest, and then it will come up here and it will tell me exactly what I need in my quest bar. So for the moment I need to collect stone blocks, so I can get some of those. What colour? I want it to look quite natural, so I might go for, I guess, grey. That seems alright. Then it says craft stone chunk using masonry saw. So you can do this with any objects that you're trying to create, and then you can just sort of keep track of them. I'm just going to make a whole load of these. Now, when you're in blueprint mode, the craft time is very, very short. It is 1 second for everything. So yeah. Oh, I can see Septon's arrived. Hey, Septon! See a few people saying good morning. Ashby says there's a stacked stone pile. I can come make you some. That would be really brilliant, Ashby. I'd actually really enjoy that. Yes, feel free. I think, can I set in here, allow friends to edit? If you come visit and sort of follow to my location, you are more than welcome to add to it. So let's add. Let's see. Oh wait, no, am I still missing? I need to get the secret settler formula. Hold on. There, I have lots now. Woo! Now we can start creating it, and voila! We're good to go. I'll make a few. Oh, yeah. I've run out of stone. Hold on. More stone, please. More stone. You take up a lot more stone than I realized. Ashley says, I'm on my way. Yes, thank you.